Hi, we're
The Mouse Couple, and today we have 15 hacks to save you money and maximize your Walt Disney World vacation.
So let's get started. Let's start with some money-saving hacks.
So hack number 1 is to buy Disney gift cards from Target or Sam's Club or Costco or whatever kind of wholesale store you have in your area. We usually like to do Target. If you have the Target Red card, you can save 5% on your purchase. So you end up getting 5% off your Disney vacation if you pay with gift cards. And then similarly with Costco or Sam's Club, you can purchase a larger amount for a discounted price. Our second hack is to purchase tickets from undercovertourist.com. Now, a lot of other resale sites you might be hesitant about purchasing from. I've purchased through Undercover Tourist quite a few times, and it's much cheaper to buy through them versus buying through Disney. The only downside is if you were planning to do the dining plan, you have to get your tickets through Disney. So things to consider, but you can save money on your tickets going through a website like Undercover Tourist.
Know your discounts at Disney. Disney offers discounts for Disney Visa card holders. They offer discounts for Florida residents and annual pass holders and DVC members, Disney Vacation Club members.
So one of these big discounts is to get Tables in Wonderland. Now this is offered to DVC members, annual pass holders, and Florida residents. For Florida residents, this is $175, and for the other two groups, it's $150. And what this does is it essentially gets you 20% off on all of your table service meals for a full year. So if you have a large party, this is up to 10 people, and it could save you a lot of money in the long run. So you can make up your money and then some going this route.
If you're a Disney Visa holder, my family's had Disney Visas for several years. Disney offers special meet and greets with characters at Epcot and Hollywood Studios. So if you have your Disney Visa card, you just show your card and then you'll go and get to see a couple characters, and maybe you'll get to see somebody pretty special and skip the line. So that's another cool Disney hack that kind of relates to saving money, but also just is something special that Disney does for its Visa card holders. You have several options if you want to save money on food at Disney. You can always share a meal with your park buddy or order a kid's meal. You don't have to be a kid to order a kid's meal. You can also bring in snacks and drinks from home. Disney has certain rules about what you can bring into the park, but you have several options of things that you can bring with you and save money on food or splurge on Disney snacks from what you saved, bringing in your own food to the park. You can also save money by not buying water bottles. You can bring in a refillable water and fill it up at several stations, or cast members will give you complimentary water at quick service locations if you just ask for it. Another option to save money is to bring some souvenirs from home. If you have little ones who you know are gonna want a special stuffed animal or something, or even if you just want to surprise them in the room, like Mickey Mouse came and visited and left them something special, you can always order things off maybe Shop Disney's website or other things on sale, pack it in your suitcase, and ta-da! That could be a great souvenir for your kiddo. When I was little, I used to love to pin trade at Disney, and my mom would always go on eBay and buy like really discounted lots of pins, and I would take those pins and then I would fill up my little lanyard and I would trade the pins that I wasn't super excited about with cast members for pins that I was really excited about. So that's one way to save money, because pin trading can get really expensive really fast. Another kind of side note on pin trading, we used to get really inexpensive lanyards at Party City. So if you want a Disney lanyard, it might be a place to look.
Another cheap souvenir that's free, not necessarily cheap, is the celebration buttons.
Right.
Any resort hotel, when you check in, will have these celebration buttons. Sometimes in the parks, like in Magic Kingdom, you can go to the City Hall and get celebration buttons if you're celebrating a birthday, your anniversary, or your first trip to Disney. And then it'll let everybody know that you're celebrating. You might get something special at restaurants and some special attention in the parks as well.
And it's super fun.
Yeah.
And a great souvenir that's totally free from Disney.
Our next tip is to save your phone battery versus saving money, but we suggest taking pictures of your fast passes as a screenshot and have it in your pictures to save both your phone battery from having to check the Disney app constantly and to save on Wi-Fi, because the Wi-Fi in the parks is kind of hit or miss depending on where you are. So easy way to see what fast passes you have and what times is to take a screenshot of the Disney app.
One of my favorite Disney hacks is to bring glow sticks to the park. My family, when I was little, would go to Dollar Tree and grab a package of glow sticks or a couple different things and throw those in our suitcase, and then we'd bring them with us to the parks. And since I knew I had glow sticks, I wasn't begging for one of the light up toys that they had during the parades. And I also had enough glow sticks to share with other kids around me. So it was a way to hand out glow sticks to others and just make it feel really magical for my family to spread the magic, and for others who maybe got something to light up their vacation too.
Our next hack involves maybe the more popular rides. So if you are in line before the park closes, you will be riding that ride. So say the park closes at 10 o'clock at night and you are in line by 9:59, you will ride that ride no matter what time you get to the front of the line. So this could be a way to go on a headliner ride that you couldn't go on earlier in the day with a shorter wait, because no one's going to want to wait to be at the park for that late. So
My family did this with Splash Mountain one year, and they let us ride it more than once. And then we left the park soaking wet when it was almost empty. One fun hack my family started doing on our last Disney trip was thank you notes for cast members. We went to Dollar Tree, of course, and they were in the teacher section, but they were little Disney-themed achievement awards. I know we had Muppet ones that were really exciting on our last trip, but we'd keep those in our bag, and a Sharpie, of course, and if a cast member really went above and beyond, we just wrote a little thank you note and gave it to them. And cast members don't get the credit they deserve. They work so hard to make everyone's vacation really magical. So that was one really fun way to give back to the cast members at Disney World, and an easy and inexpensive way to do so. And also, it kind of in the same vein, before we started doing our thank you notes, my mom found envelope printouts online for mousekeeping. So if you want to, you can always personalize it with your family's name and leave it for mousekeeping to thank them for doing a great job too. Just because something is booked, don't give up. This hack basically is to keep trying, keep checking back for reservations if there's something you really, really want and weren't able to book your first try. My family really wanted Lakeview on our last vacation, and about a week before the trip we checked and were able to get that Lakeview that we wanted. For our upcoming trip, I had my heart set on Boardwalk View and only could get Garden View, but I checked back and I was able to get us the Boardwalk View that I had my heart set on. So for dining reservations, hotel room reservations,
fast passes.
Fast passes too, keep trying. There's no guarantee that you're gonna be able to get what you want, but keep trying.
Our next hack is to book a dining reservation for breakfast in the park before the park opens. So there's two reasons to do this. Number one is you get to take pictures in a nearly empty park. So for Magic Kingdom, if you book at Crystal Palace or Cinderella's Royal Table, or Be Our Guest, if I'm not sure if they open early enough, but there's a lot of different breakfast options in Magic Kingdom, and you get that castle shot without people walking around in the background, which is always nice to do. The second reason to do this is to get a great spot in line if it gets you in the park earlier. For example, in Epcot, say you book at Akershus in the Norway Pavilion, you could eat there at 8 a.m. and say the park opens at 9, you are right next to Frozen Ever After to hop right in line.
Our next hack is to use the Epcot International Gateway. My family lovingly calls this the back door to Epcot, and for years we had no idea what it was. So, over in Epcot, in the World Showcase, there is a door. You don't have to go in the front door to Epcot. You can come in the back door and you will enter into the World Showcase, but you can beat the line if you're staying at the Boardwalk or the Beach Club or Yacht Club. This is super convenient. If you're riding the Skyliner, now that the Skyliner's open, the Skyliner will take you to the back door to Epcot.
Yeah.
So don't freak out. You can enter that way to get into Epcot.
Yeah, and you enter between the UK Pavilion and the France Pavilion.
France.
Our next hack involves knowing your wait times. So Haunted Mansion has a unique wait time, and I think Tower of Terror that does this too. If you ever see a wait time posted on the app or on the screen by the line of 13 minutes, it is actually a walk-on. So those rides specifically do that just because it's a kind of goes with their theme.
Spooky.
But if it says 13-minute wait, it's actually a walk-on. So keep that in mind. Another thing with the wait times is toward the end of the day, Disney kind of inflates the wait times a little bit, so the wait time may appear longer than it actually is. So if it says 60 minutes wait, it might only be like a 35-minute wait. So worth a shot to go into line, see what the line looks like. You can always hop out of the line if it looks too long for you. Say you purchase something in the park that's either too big or maybe something that's fragile. You don't have to walk around the park all day carrying this thing. So Disney has a couple options you can do. You can have it shipped at home for a fee, or if you're staying on property, you can ship it to your Disney resort, and this shows up either within like the next day or the day after, depending on what time of the day you make this purchase, and it'll be at your front desk for you to pick up. Another option is if you're not staying on Disney property, or if you're leaving shorter than like 1 or 2 days, you can ship it to the front of the park and pick it up from there. And that this is no charge, so you can go about your day without having any bags to worry about or anything breaking or whatever, and pick it up before you leave. Our 15th and final hack is to mail packages to your Walt Disney World Resort. So this can be on Amazon or Amazon Prime Pantry. If you're a DVC member, you have the ability to cook in your resort room. This is a great option to do. You can mail anything to your resort and have your name, write the word guest, and then care of your resort, state your arrival date, and the resort address, and they will have it waiting for you at the front desk when you check in. One thing to note with this, though, is Disney will charge you a $6 handling fee for them to accept the package. But this could save room in your luggage. It could save you money on food if you're shipping food using Prime Pantry. So it's a great option to use, and it's fairly inexpensive.
So there you have it. This has been our video on Disney hacks to save you money and maximize your experience in the Disney parks.
Thank you so much for watching, and leave us a comment below if you have any Disney hacks that we missed. And give us a like if you like this video, and we will see you next time.
See you real soon.